Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 17th. We are gonna just jump right in here. I'm using the Tarot of the Mystical Moments, by the way, and we're gonna just take a look at what's going on for you. We're just gonna do a free flow reading this week. I'm just gonna see whatever wants to come up will come up, and we'll just see how it goes, right? On top of that, I'm going to pull 3 yes or no question cards at the end. I will give you time to pause to think of your questions if you need to. If you don't have questions, that's fine as well. This is crazy, Sagittarius. I'm going to tell you what's crazy in just a second. But at the end, if you don't have questions, I'm going to answer those. I'm going to put all 3 cards together at the end and just answer them as one. I cannot tell you how many signs have had the Wheel of Fortune in this last row. It's crazy. I switch decks in between readings. As you can see, I have multiple copies right here of this very deck. I switch between every single reading. It's crazy to me when I get the same card popping up in practically the same position. All 3 fire signs had the Wheel of Fortune in this row. I think Aries did. Leo definitely had it. I just did the Leo reading and definitely had it in this row. And I'm using a different deck. It's the same deck, but a different one. So crazy when that happens. Like I said to Leo, you're the last sign I'm doing this week, Sagittarius. And what's interesting is when this happens, when I get repeating cards like this, to me, it says that something could be happening on a global scale or kind of like on a collective level. This would be a very good sign. To me, this would say that there's like some sort of turnaround that you could be noticing in the energy. For you, I do feel like it's a different message, if I'm being honest with you. I feel that for you, Sagittarius, that you're noticing things to be happy about. Look, you have the Purification card here. This card has a sunflower on it, and even though this is an oracle card, in tarot, the sunflowers represent the sun. So I do feel there's like a lot of happiness and joy coming in for you. The Wheel of Fortune is your card. It is a card of happiness, luck, joy, good things coming in for you. So I feel like there's good stuff coming in for you here with that Wheel of Fortune energy. I feel like there's a lot of, purifying energy as well. You have the 6 of Pentacles, the Temperance card, and the 9 of Pentacles. Really good energy. Again, you show up in this reading twice, technically. Wheel of Fortune and as the Temperance card. So I feel you're coming up in a very strong position here. I kind of like the switch here, is what I would say to you. I love that you're going from the Temperance card to the Wheel of Fortune in the last row. Temperance is like kind of trying to mix, Temperance is traditionally the angel who's pouring a cup into another cup. And it's like a card of trying to change your circumstances or, trying to make your life the best that it possibly can be. And that's very interesting to me. I just saw, just so you know, I just saw like a flash go off over here in my head. I don't know if it was on camera or what, but I feel like you could be. I feel like there was more of a message, and I feel like the message is that you could be I feel like you could be having kind of spiritual moments this week where it's like you think you're seeing something, but I actually feel like it's like a spiritual, kind of like a spiritual thing, a spiritual experience, if that makes sense. Just a side note, just happened, so I want to mention it, but I feel like you could be, seeing things, but I feel like they're really there. So, take that how it resonates. But I feel like you have been in this position where it's like you're trying to create your own reality, like the angel is. He's trying to turn his situation around, right? It is the card of mixing 2 energies together. It's a card of alchemy as well. And so with the 6 of Pentacles, like you're trying to create more balance. But really, I feel like this is what you want. 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is actually a better card for balance than the 6 of Pentacles. Normally, on the 9 of Pentacles, she has 6 pentacles over here, and she has 3 pentacles over here on this side. It actually represents balance. And you might be saying, Chris, you don't know how to do math. You would be correct. I failed algebra all the way through high school, college. I mean, every single time. I was in the worst algebra class possible. I literally, in my last year of college, my teacher was awesome. He took, we only had like 5 tests or something like that, and your grade was the top 2 tests. That's how bad at math I am. So yes, I get it. But what I would say here is that it is a card of balance because she's keeping enough for herself. She's keeping enough to keep her own life in balance, and then she's giving away 3 pentacles. She's giving away, enough to where she can help, or she can give her energy away, or she can invest in something, but she's making sure to stay healthy. She's making sure to stay in this almost like pre-Empress type of energy. And that's what I feel like you're doing here. The 9 of Pentacles is the minor arcana version of the Empress, and so it's like you're trying to maintain that level of, pre-Empress energy, whatever you want to call it here, Sagittarius. But let's clarify this. And let's see where this is going. You have the Ten of Pentacles, damn, Sagittarius, really nice, love it. You have the Three of Cups, major celebration coming in for you here. And the Two of Cups, perfect match coming in for you. And sorry, I apologize here, Sagittarius, but my dog is running around in my living room right now, and it keeps setting off my camera. So let me turn that off. But anyway, what I would say here is that I feel that there's a lot of success. What I was trying to say here with the Temperance card and the Wheel of Fortune, I'm noticing the difference here, right? It's like Temperance is trying to get to this Wheel of Fortune luck, is trying to turn a situation around. It's like by the end of the reading, you have experienced your turnaround. You have turned whatever you've been going through around. So I love this. The Ten of Pentacles is everything you want in your life. So I do feel there's like a lot of abundance coming in for you. Could be love as well. Ten of Pentacles to me is the best love card in the deck. And you have the Three of Cups, which is a celebration, and the Two of Cups, which would be a perfect match coming in for you. So if you're looking for love, I don't really see anyone showing up here. You do have the Page of Swords, but I just feel that's not the person that's coming in for you intuitively. But I do feel it could be love coming in for you here as well. Next, you have the Treasure Island card. So this card is the as above, so below card in this deck. It basically says you're creating your own reality at this time. So it's one of my favorite cards in this deck. Very good card for you. You have the Four of Cups, Six of Swords, and Nine of Swords. Get out of your head, Sagittarius. Too much head energy here. Four of Cups, too much thinking, right? On the Four of Cups, this is a card of contemplation and thinking too much. The Nine of Swords is stinking thinking. So the Nine of Swords is the card of, kind of thinking too negatively as well. The Nine of Swords can be a card of being stuck in a nightmare, waking up and still being in a nightmare. And so it's like a card that's saying you need to change your focus. I also noticed on the Six of Swords, I love this Six of Swords. She's like holding on to a string here on this Six of Swords. And one goes down to an anchor, the other goes up to a star. And it's almost like she needs to cut that anchor to have that star lift her up into the heavens. So for a lot of you, I feel you need to release things that have been holding you back at this time. Six of Swords is a card of releasing burdens, or a card of needing to release baggage. There's normally a little child in the boat in the Six of Swords, and it kind of represents baggage or carrying some extra weight. But this whole middle row here, this right here is like literally, it's just saying no stinking thinking. I feel like you need to keep it positive. I always get comments from, and again, I don't care. I'm not making a statement. People always say, don't worry about the comments. Trust me, I don't. But what I'm just saying is I always get comments from people who just, whenever I say anything like this, they tell me how horrible their life is. I'm like, I get it. Trust me. Yes, your life could be absolute garbage, right? But it's like, it doesn't help to just focus on it. So it's like, why not try something different? I feel like we've been tricked or whatever into thinking that if we think long and hard enough about our problems that they're going to magically solve themselves, right? So people always come at me whenever I say you need to be more positive, then they tell me how negative their life is. I'm like, okay, well, if you keep focusing on it, that's what you're going to get. So why not just try it? It's free. As I always tell people, it doesn't cost anything to just try to think more positively. It doesn't cost anything to try to, think of something other than whatever it is that you're going through, right? Yeah, you have the Ten of Swords here. Like I said, I'm not denying that some of you might be going through a lot at this time, right? Yeah, you have the Temperance card. You hold the power to turn this around. Again, you hold the power to fix your situation. You hold all the power necessary to turn things around, and I feel like you need to do it. Yeah, you have the Tower here as well. You have very heavy energy in this row. Again, I don't know what's going on. It's a good reading. This is not. Right here. I feel like this middle row is just saying if you focus too much on the negatives, then that's what you're going to be living. You're going to be living the negatives. If you focus more on the positives, clearly you are going to be living more, more positive, happy life. You have the Four of Pentacles here. I do want to go back to this. I feel like this is a person, is what I would say to you here. I almost feel like someone might be like a black cloud in your life. Someone might be a very heavy energy. I feel like for a lot of you, it's popping into my head that a person puts you in this state. Could be in love, could be a parent, could be a person you work with, whatever. I feel like you need to move away from that energy for sure. That as above, so below card says you will get exactly what you think about, right? And if you're putting yourself in a negative environment, this could say that you need to remove yourself from that environment. You have the Four of Pentacles. I feel really that there's in the near future more stability coming in for you because you have the Wheel of Fortune, Page of Swords, and Queen of Swords here. It's like this Page of Swords, it's like you're looking back on whatever this black cloud in your life has been. Again, I do feel like you've been going through some very heavy energy in this middle row. And this is something that you've been dealing with for quite a long time. And for some of you, I feel like it's like stacks of things that you're dealing with, which is, again, trust me, super hard to think positively when you're going through like a stack of challenges, right? And this Page of Swords, I feel, is you kind of looking into that and saying, well, like something has to change. You have the Temperance card twice. It's like you're saying to yourself, something needs to change. I need to have my Wheel of Fortune, right? That's what you're saying. And I feel like you're starting to look forward into the future with the Queen of Swords here. I love that the Queen of Swords is coming up here if she wants to focus, because she is the first court swords card where the clouds are not above her head. And again, you have the Six of Swords here, and there's that black cloud on the Six of Swords. So it's almost like the clouds are clearing, the clouds are parting, and you're starting to see a way out from a challenging situation here, Sagittarius. Let's dig into this. Yeah, you have the Eight of Pentacles. You're starting to put the work into the things needed to escape a very difficult situation in your life. Hermit is like divine timing in a lot of ways, because Hermit, it's not really divine timing, but it just says that you've gone through enough learning that the universe sees that it's time for you to move forward in your life. So in a lot of ways, you know, the Hermit is a card of soul searching. It's a card of introspection. It's a card of having learned from the past and all this other stuff. He's standing at the top of a mountain here, and he's shining his inner light. But in a lot of ways, this card just says that, you know, I'm getting more, the message is popping into my head is more of like a divine timing situation. It's just basically saying you've been through enough. Yeah, Queen of Cups, you're entering into a period of time of more kind of like nurturing, caring energy. I want to pull an extra row here, Sagittarius, because I want to get more details on this middle row here. I'm actually not going to ask a question. I'm just going to ask the universe in my head right now to clarify this middle row. Can we get some clarity on what's going on here? Six of Wands, good. This is good. It's like you've come a long way. Six of Wands, it could be saying that you have been through war. I always say Six of Wands, it's a good card, don't get me wrong, but it is a card of burdens. The guy on the card, he's being celebrated. He's receiving, you know, good news, and he's receiving a victory. The people on the card are celebrating him, but make no mistake about it, he has been through something like a very long battle, a very long journey, and he's being celebrated now. This is like what you've been through. You have been through a long battle. You have been through a long journey. And Ten of Cups, fortune after difficulty. Ooh, I love this reading for you, Sagittarius. This made me a little bit nervous, right? Although I knew because of the ending here and the Temperance twice to that Wheel of Fortune, it's basically saying that you are turning things around. So, you know, that's why I wasn't totally worried about this middle row. But this definitely confirms it for me that, you know, there is a lot of success. Yeah, the Fool, new beginning. It's like you're escaping this very heavy energy that you have been going through for a very long period of time. So, sorry, my list wanted to come with me here. But let's see here, Sagittarius. Again, you've been going on a long journey. Four Wands, you're being set free. Celebration, major celebration coming in for you here. King of Pentacles, more stability, like I said, with that Four of Pentacles there. And the Knight of Wands, new beginning. Knight of Wands is like a desire, you moving more towards your desires and more towards success. So I love this reading for you, Sagittarius. You are just, literally, I feel like the best way I could sum up this reading for you is it's like you've been to war, you've been through the battle of life, and now you're kind of getting to that place of victory with the Six of Wands. So we're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards here. Feel free to pause this reading if you need to. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3. So feel free to pause and think of questions. If you don't have any questions, I'm going to put them all together and just answer them as one. For question number 1, Ace of Pentacles, yes, definitely yes. So I would say yes on question number 1. For question number 2, I would say yes, Hierophant, you have earned this. The Hierophant to me is tied to this Hermit card here. It's almost like saying, like divine timing is what I'm getting here. It's like the time is right. And for question number 3, I would say yes if you focus. 7 of Cups here. 7 of Cups is about needing to focus. Putting it all together, I feel like this is just the new beginning. Ace of Pentacles here, right here. I feel like you are experiencing some sort of new beginning in your life. All 3 fire signs were about new beginning, so that makes perfect sense to me. But this is a really good reading for you, Sagittarius. I love it. So thank you for being here, Sagittarius. Really appreciate it. Feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. Also, make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, Sagittarius, and definitely enjoy your week.